It's Saturday morning and I'm here at Hull Baptist Church in Chester where a Who Let the Dads Out group is taking place. I'm here with Mark Chester, the founder of Who Let the Dads Out and author. So Mark, Who Let the Dads Out, it's a great name. What's it all about?
It's just a traditional parent and toddler group, just like churches run week in and week out throughout the country. But the difference is, and this is where it's innovative, is that it's for dads, male carers and their children. So Who Let the Dads Out groups normally run once a month on a Saturday morning, and they include some masculine touches like newspapers and bacon butties.
So why would churches want to run a Who Let the Dads Out group?
Well, as churches we're great at engaging with the people in our communities, but if we're honest, the people we usually engage with are children, young people and women, and that's fantastic. But Who Let the Dads Out gives us an opportunity to engage with the men and the fathers of our communities and to get to know them and their families.
Why is it so relevant to us today?
Well, it is relevant today, but I don't think it's just today, it's always been relevant. Because the last verses of the Old Testament talk about turning the hearts of the fathers to their children and the hearts of the children to their fathers. And I think that's not just about the father-child relationship, that's about creating strong families, strong communities, ones in which faith will be passed on from one generation to the next.
I'm the local group leader at Who Let the Dads Out, so I invite the dads, buy the supplies, open up the building, get the toys out. Basically the group runs itself really. I'm just here to make sure it happens. Coordinate local volunteers as well, get some people down to help. It's pretty simple. Well, it's good to encourage the dads to come down and bring their kids along and to have some fun, give their wives a break. But we want to build a bit of a community here as well and get people knowing each other, and hopefully the dream is to move beyond that to where it's not just a group of dads with football at the centre or kids at the centre, but it's a group of dads with Jesus at the centre and church at the centre and faith at the centre. So that's the dream, that's what we want to do, get alongside them and encourage them in that journey. So what would I say to other churches who are thinking about Who Let the Dads Out? I'd say it's a great model, it's a great thing to do. I'd say I think seriously about how you want it to work, how you want it to be a discipleship tool. And if you can see logical steps to people come to Who Let the Dads Out and then becoming part of your church community, then go for it, because I thoroughly recommend it and it seems to work.
I suppose what I like probably is the fact that I get to go out and spend some time with the kids and get to interact with them. So I spend a lot of time away from home during the week, so it's just that time, just me, myself and the kids. Obviously the bacon sandwiches are always a good enticement. I can't really say I complain about that. The kids, I think just a selection of things they can do here really. There's loads of little toys and that to play with them. They get to run around and play with other kids, and also there's a bit of craft stuff they can do, so it's all very good.
My name's Helen and I work in the kitchen at Who Let the Dads Out, serving bacon butties and tea and coffee, drinks for children and biscuits, and just interacting with the dads who come in and their children. I feel it's important because it's really good to interact with dads and to let the men get on with their job, and for me to be in here is important. It's a nice sort of two-way thing. We have lots of chatting and enjoying just sort of drinking and eating together, and just have lots of chats about all sorts of things.
So how can coming to a Who Let the Dads Out session lead to faith being passed on from generation to generation?
Well, Who Let the Dads Out is just a starting point. So we've developed a number of follow-on activities too. So to begin with, we have SODA Club, and SODA stands for Schools Out, Dads About. And that's a club for fathers and their children normally in the early years of school. And then we have Daddy Cool, which is a 5-session parenting programme. The last session is about passing on your values and beliefs to your children. And our hope is that that will whet the man's appetite to explore his own faith. Because then we have Soul Man, which is an opportunity to explore faith and spirituality in a bit more depth.
And if a church wants to know more, what should it do?
Well, a great place to start is our website. But we've also published 2 books about the initiative. So we've got Who Let the Dads Out, and in it I examine the theology and philosophy of working with fathers. And there's also a practical guide to setting up a Who Let the Dads Out group. The second book is called Schools Out, Dads About, and that includes information on how to set up a SODA Club. It also includes the Daddy Cool parenting programme.
What do churches need to start a Who Let the Dads Out ministry?
Well, in addition to the website and the books, they need 3 Ps. They need passion, they need people, and they need prayer.
And if you're interested in starting a Who Let the Dads Out group at your church, or simply want to find out more about the ideas presented in this video, then please don't hesitate to contact the National Coordinator Tony Sharp at tony.sharp@brf.org.uk. There's also more details on the initiative on our website at www.wholetthedadsout.org.